We see in Australia around us and in other parts of the world all the natural disasters that hit us and hit other people. In Australia alone, we've had the drought, the bushfires, the floods, cyclones. At least we don't have earthquakes in Australia, not big ones. Other parts of the world, Philippines, regularly get hit by typhoons. Other parts of the world also. Massive flooding, earthquakes, volcanoes, all kinds of stuff. Massive destruction, loss of life, and so forth. This is Mission Alive. You're with Roger. I'm from the MSC Mission Office. All these disasters that happen and are still happening, we feel sorry for people, we do what we can to help them, we might contribute money, if we're close by, if we've been through the same experience, we all pitch in and help each other. That's the way of life. And all these things happen. Sorry to say, sympathy to everybody, but they happen and they will happen again, and they will continue to happen. That is the way of the world. And I just want to do a little bit on how we help each other. One stage in Moresby some years ago, I had people in from about 6 or 8 dioceses around the country and in Papua, in Solomon Islands, in Port Moresby for a 3-week training session. As part of that, we loaded them all on trucks and we took them out to Yule Island on a pilgrimage, because that was where, on the Papuan side, the missions began. So we went out there on pilgrimage, and we had to go across the bay on dinghy or something. And when we got there, there was one priest from Wewak, which is on the other side on the north side of the country. We were on the south side. And as he got off the boat and we were walking up the hill towards the mission, he said, I'm looking for a fellow who used to live here. He came from Yule Island. He built the church in my village. And I thought, that's interesting. His village is up on Wewak on the north side, and someone from here, Yule Island on the south side, built a church in his village. And I said, what's the story? He said, well, after the war, when everything was flattened, this man came and built the church in my village. And so we went up, and there was with us one man from around that area, Yule Island, and he said, there's a fellow over there I know, I'll go and ask him. So he went over and asked this man, and he said, yes, he said, that's my father, he's over there. So he's in the village, So later that day, this guy from Wewak, this priest from Wewak, went down to the village and met this guy. Now the story would have been after the war, and on the north side where the Japanese moved through, and so much destruction took place. And I remember seeing a photo of the old cathedral in Wewak, absolutely flattened, not a thing left standing, just a whole lot of debris on the ground, and Australian troops walking through, just looking at what was there. So probably after the war, the bishops who had been affected by this destruction probably asked the other bishops around the country to send skilled labourers, skilled men, tradespeople to come and help rebuild. So that was how this guy from Yule Island went all the way over there and rebuilt things, and lived there for many years with his wife, who was also from the Yule Island side. So this was a way that in the country, one diocese helped another to rebuild and to get moving again, and to recover from this huge disruption in the life of the mission. And so the mission goes on, and we all pitch in and help each other, and again, God will find a way for things to move ahead, even when we think we are so important and indispensable. God says, well, you're doing all right, but I can find another way of doing things. And that's what the mission is about. Thank you for being with us.